Amanda, how are you?
Hi Julian, I'm well. How are you today?
I'm fine too, though it's a little bit cold today, but what's the weather like there?
It's very nice. It's just a mild day. There are clouds outside, but it's very nice today, very pleasant.
All right. Thank you for joining us from Canada. Today we're going to talk a little bit about stuttering in children. Just to mention, even though people tend to give less attention to the topic, but we know, for example, that globally over 700,000 people stutter. Africa being the most affected continent with between 5 to 10% of its population struggling with this health problem. So can you tell us a little bit about that? Maybe the first question would be, how common is stuttering in children?
Mhm. Yes, that's a good question. I think one of the first questions we must ask ourselves is, what is stuttering in children and what is it not?
So stuttering, as we know, happens when the flow of normal speech is disrupted. A child will repeat or prolong sounds, words, and syllables,
which can hinder communication with others. That's what stuttering in children looks like. But what stuttering in children is not is the simple process of learning to speak. And those are two different things we just have to keep in mind. But how common is it, to get back to your question? Well, around 5 to 10% of children will stutter at some point in their lives, whether it be for a few weeks or a few years, several years at a time. Developmental stuttering, the most common type of stuttering that occurs in children, usually occurs between the ages of 2 and 6. So yeah, 5 to 10% roughly of children will stutter.
Do you have any experience in the past working with children that might confront that?
Yes, I do. My story is that for the past 2 years, I've been an educator of children. Last year as a teacher in an elementary school, and this year as a tutor. And last year I taught a 1-2 split class, a grade 1-2 split class. So kids ages 5 to 7 roughly. And I did notice stuttering often. It wasn't uncommon at all. I noticed it in particular among the grade 1s, among the youngest children. And I found that the children who stuttered the most were going through difficult transitions in their lives and difficult changes. So there was also that I noticed as well.
All right. Yeah, I do have few more questions for you here. So maybe the next one is eventually that's what parents ask themselves. Won't my child simply outgrow his stuttering? I mean, given that he's so young, isn't it just part of the speaking process?
That's a good question. There are indicators that tell us that a child's stuttering could be more than just part of the learning process. There are certain indicators for that. For example, if a child has stuttered for 3 to 6 months, exhibits behaviors associated with stuttering, or has a family history of stuttering or related issues, health professionals will often recommend that the child be evaluated with a speech-language pathologist, a specialized professional who helps individuals with their speech and language difficulties. And they often work with children as well.
and they will determine if the child is likely to continue his or her stuttering or outgrow it. And with that specialized training or knowledge, the SLP will consider various factors involved in a child's stuttering, such as the family history or how long they have been occurring. And it's important for the SLP to diagnose correctly that early intervention with speech therapy for children who stutter is critical. unquote. So it's critical. And according to the United States-based that can help children improve their speech fluency, to develop a good attitude towards communication as well.
All right. Maria Rose, thank you so much for sharing with us this useful information. I know they are going to help a lot of people, a lot of families who are actually struggling with this health condition. And we'll talk later, but I hope you have good time with your friends and families.
Thank you very much. You as well, Julian. Thank you for this opportunity to speak with you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Well, this is the end of our today's program. But if you want to learn more about stuttering and where it is located in the brain, you can click on my video found right here to learn more about that. And it could be your first time to watch my videos. If it's the case, do not forget to hit the subscription button found here to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you like the video, don't forget to put the thumb up. Tell us what you think, give us your feedback, and most importantly, do not forget to share this useful information to your friends and family. Thank you.